Hello everyone, welcome to another Saturday with Power Query. My name is Alejandra Corbat and today I'm going to show you how we're going to trim the leading zeros in a text. In the example that I'm bringing you today, I have a bank statement here. And the information that I have in the column reference has some items with a number that is a combination of a few things. So for example, this number that starts with 3049, that means that this number belongs or refers to an EFT, electronic funds transfer, over here. And the first four digits refer to the transaction type. The next six digits refer to the transaction number. So this specific line refers to the EFT number 144. And the last six digits refer to the amount that was paid in that transaction. So in this case, 1,389. And the numbers are rounded. For example, the next one that we have 1,407 is rounding the payment of 1,406 with 72 cents. And the other code that I have starts with 4015, and that refers to a wire. Same thing, the next digits belong to the transaction number, and the last six digits refer to the amount that was paid. Okay, so in the process of converting this number into this reference, we have to extract the items that are inside of this text that start after the four digit. And that means that I'm going to bring this number in this specific line, I'm going to bring 000144. I don't want to keep the zeros. I want to eliminate the zeros. And I want to concatenate the result with the word or with the letters EFT. So in this case, in this table, I have only three digits with the numbers and three digits for the zeros. But as these transactions grow, at one point, the transaction number will become four digits, not just three. I need to find a way that the leading zeros are going to be removed dynamically, not based on the number of digits. So that's what we're going to learn today. And as a bonus, we're going to learn how we're going to transform this code or this number into this reference. Okay, so let's start. So here I have my table, same thing as just date, reference, amount. I'm going to right click and I'm going to get data from table range. So we can get this into the Power Query editor. I'm using Microsoft 365 and I will say Control Shift plus. On the left side, you will see the queries. I have only one query that is called table one because that is the name of my table. I'm going to say them. I'm going to rename it as demo. I double click at that name and rename it. And now I'm going to hide that part so we have a little bit more room here for the table. I'm going to add a column and we can add the column through the add column tab. But if I do that, if I click at custom column, the space here is very small and the letters are very small. So I don't feel too comfortable doing it here. I prefer to do it manually. You can do it manually. You can do it through the custom column. I just prefer to do it manually. And before we go there, I see that Power Query created a step for me, which is changing the data type for the column, for the table, sorry. So I'm going to delete that. I don't need that just yet. And I just keep my source step, which is this table that is coming from my table. Okay. So now that I have that, let me create a new step so I can create the additional column manually. And so here I'm going to click at the FX to create a new step. And after the equal, I'm going to say table column, open parentheses, and it's going to ask me for a table that is coming from my previous step source, comma, what is the name of the table? Let's say final reference or correct reference, something like that, right? I provide that inside of the quotation mark so I can also Power Query understand that this is a text, comma, and I need to provide the transformation or the what I want to process inside of that new column. I need to provide the keyword each. And first, I'm going to say if the column reference inside of square brackets to refer to the column, if reference Actually, if text starts with, if the text is from that column, text starts with. So if text starts with open parentheses, it's going to ask me for the text. The text is coming from my column reference, comma, and what is that text that I'm looking for? So it will be in quotation marks 3049. If you have numbers and your column has data type as number, you will need to change that as text. So I'm going to close parentheses for the text starts with. So if the text starts with 3049, then middle, text middle, open parentheses, where is the text coming from? So same thing, from the reference column. Reference, make sure that you spell this correctly, comma. What is the starting number? So I have 4 digits that I want to ignore, comma. So it starts in the 5th. And how many digits do I want to extract from the middle? I want to extract 6. So I want to extract 6, and then I will dynamically remove the leading zeros later on. So if the number starts with 3049, then extract the 6 digits. Else, bring whatever is in the reference column. I'm going to go to the end, close parentheses, and I'm going to press enter. And here is my new column called Finance Reference. And here I can see my items that start with 3049, and I'm extracting only the 6 digits, right? I did that for the 3049. I need to do that for the 4015 as well. So I'm going to expand this part of my formula bar here. And here I said, I'm going to move this down, Shift Enter. I say if the text starts with 3049, then do this. So I'm going to copy this, Control C, and I'm going to add that if it starts with 3049 or Control V to paste. And I'm going to say now, or if the text starts with 4015, then extract the 6 digits. Let's click here at the check mark, and now I have my wire also well identified, and I have extracted the 6 digits starting in digit 5. So that means after digit 4. For that reason, I said to Power Query, bring me the text that is in the middle. After the 4th digit, you're going to bring me that information, and that information will include only 6 digits. Perfect. So that's what I needed to do there. Now I need to remove the leading zeros, and that is very easy. So here on my formula bar, I'm going to work with nested lets. So after the each, I'm going to press Shift Enter. I'm going to say let, Shift Enter. A is going to be the name of my variable, equals, and then the value for my variable will be the result of all this if statement. I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to move the closing parentheses. I'm going to move that one down because I want to add another variable. After the closing square brackets for the reference column, I'm going to provide a comma. That indicates to Power Query that there is another variable coming, and the variable will be B. From there, I'm going to say text trim start right here, this one, text trim start. Open parentheses, what is the text that I want to trim? The text will come from the value of my variable A, which will be the content of my column final reference, comma, this last column that I have over here, right? And what do I want to trim as any? Well, I want to trim 0. And that's all that I want here. Shift Enter to close my let expression. So let opens, in closes, right? And after the in, what I have is the result. That the result will be the value of my variable B, right here. And I'm going to press Enter. And now I have dynamically removed the zeros or the leading zeros from these numbers. Excellent. So now I'm able to add the letters EFT or the word Y. So I'm going to add another variable here after B, comma, shift enter. I'm going to say C. This is going to be equal. And for that reason, I need to identify the starting point of this code, of this reference. Then I'm going to copy the first line here for my variable A. I'm going to copy the whole thing here. And I'm going to paste it for my variable C. And I'm gonna copy only the 3049. We're gonna start from there. So if my text in the column reference start with 3049, then, okay, in lowercase, then you are gonna concatenate EFT. I provide that in quotation marks because it's text, and I'm gonna provide that space inside of the quotation marks. Close quotation marks, and I'm going to provide the ampersand to concatenate. And if that's the case, then you're going to concatenate that with the numbers that you got from my previous variable, so from B. Else, if, now I'm going to say, text start with 4015. I'm going to copy this part, Control V to paste it here, and I'm going to change this for 4015 here. Then what you are going to concatenate is the word while, space, ampersand, and you're going to concatenate that with the text that came as a result of my variable B. And that's all that I want to do there. And I'm going to change the result. Now I want the result to be the value of my variable C. I'm going to press the check mark, and I missed one parenthesis or something around here. The in, yeah, I have, oh, and actually this C should be lowercase c. Oh, yeah, and that is because it says else if the text starts with 4015, then wire and B. Else, I didn't close the statement. Else, you're gonna give me whatever is in the column reference. And let's press the check mark here. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank God. Excellent. And that is how you get this reference from this number. I hope you found this information useful. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, share with anybody that you believe can benefit from it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.